Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Hope you're all having a great evening in with family and friends, enjoying the show tonight. We've got a great one for you, a good mixture of things on tonight's show, and we're looking forward to sharing those with you. First off, I'll go ahead and introduce the guests we've got with us tonight. We've got Courtney Smalley here with us in the studio. Exciting to have you back here. We had you on with your first deer hunt this past, not too long ago, and now we're going to be talking about something else new tonight, another new adventure, and that's bow fishing. So that is super exciting. Also joined by J.R. Sweat. Always good to have you with us, J.R. And
thank you, Brandon.
You were along on this bow fishing trip, and you were really the cameraman extraordinaire on this one.
I was the man.
We can't get Richard everywhere, so J.R. steps in there, did a great job. But y'all had a fun night, and this was the first time you had ever done this, right, Courtney?
I'd never, yeah.
So it was brand new to you. Now, let's talk real fast before we go to the video. Who did y'all go with? Who took you guys out? This was the Bandit Bowfishing crew, and who are these guys?
Bandit Bowfishing crew, Scotty Vandiver and Casey Vandiver, and they hold several state records. Courtney, why don't you tell them what kind of records they've got?
Scotty held the Tennessee Big Head record with the Bowfishing Association of America for quite a while. He also currently holds the World Blue Cat and the Alabama Southern Ray record right now.
These guys,
they know what they're doing.
These guys are no slouches.
So it didn't take long. They gave you some direction, and off y'all went. And I mean, y'all did. It was a pretty cool night.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was fun. You don't have to have any experience to go with them.
Right.
They will show you everything from this is the bow, this is the fish, start to finish.
Well,
right.
I laughed so hard 2/3 that night.
I would say you did. I would say you did.
It was absolutely, it was amazing.
Our stomachs hurt from laughing so hard.
Well, let's head on over now to West Tennessee and check this out, and head out with you guys and the Bandit Bowfishing crew and see how it went.
Down here on the Tennessee River, we've got Scotty Vandiver, who is the state record big head carp bow fisherman. We've got Casey Vandiver, who is the world record and state record blue cat bow fisherman. And we've got Miss Courtney Smalley. She is going to be bow fishing tonight along with Anthony. Anthony's behind the camera. This is Courtney's first time bow fishing. I'm going to be behind the camera when we're in the boat. Anthony's going to be shooting too. Basically, it's midnight. We're here. We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy the atmosphere. We hope that we're going to stick some fish. Before I get out of here, before I forget to mention it, we've had a good friend of ours that passed away. And I want to dedicate this and this bow fishing trip to Lonnie Sports Sutton. Lonnie, thank you for being with us tonight. We're always thinking about you, my friend.
I pull back. When this finger right here hits the corner of my mouth, I let go.
That's me. Yeah. Even my compound and everything.
It's close. It's really close to traditional archery, like shooting a recurve.
40.
Really?
That's what I'm getting.
Get what?
30 to 40 pounds is what I'm getting. Oh, here, yeah, just hold it right there. He's gonna get a backup here in it, and then we'll gap him when we get to the side of the boat.
You know where you can make up some line? How far can you?
That dude ran. Scotty, you might have to crank up right about there a little bit. The size of the mouse these things got. All right, you probably kill it now. All right, get ready. I thought he was.
Stick him back, shoot him.
Stick it, Courtney. Stick it, Courtney.
Okay, you can come and knock.
There.
Tell you what, sit back.
Reel it up.
Baby. What I'm talking about. That's a two right there.
We want to talk to you a little bit about bows. Scotty, this bow that Courtney's holding here, tell us a little bit about this bow, what kind it is. And
Oh, that's a Cajun sucker punch. It's got a muzzy reel and a fin finder rest and bowfishing rest on it. In my opinion, that's the best rest that's made. I mean, it's Boondock makes them.
what did you make?
Oh, I made this shoot through rod here on the end. That's one, and that's a different. This is a TJE.
Yep.
This is a TJE shoot through rod, and
It's so important to have a shoot-through rod on them reels. It just saves the life of them.
And this is considered a compound, is it not?
yeah, it is compound.
All right, and the bow you're holding?
This is a compound, and this is a lever bow over here. That's the sniper style right there for Mr. Casey.
So you could go to your regular archery shop
You
and
do
tell
not.
them you want the bow fishing set up on
Yeah.
a regular compound bow.
You don't want to put it on anything more than like a 50-pound bow because these arrows are not supplying for that much speed. They'll
Right.
blow up. I mean, you don't want to.
Now, do you have to worry about draw length, or do you have to worry about let off? These bows have no let off.
They don't now. They got a constant draw module on them now, but they've got let off modules that you can put on them. And some people like that. I like the constant draw.
Right.
You can just
In other
you can
words-
snap shoot, or you can
That's right, snap shoot. You come back to your ankle point, you let her go.
just like throwing a ball when it feels right.
About how many pounds does this bow shoot?
It'll go up to 55, but I think it's probably at about 35 to 40 right now, somewhere in
What
there.
about the sniper bow?
Oh, he's probably pulling 29.
Yep.
29 or
Right
something.
in there, 29, 30.
And it doesn't take a lot. These arrows are super heavy, and it does not take a lot of speed to penetrate a fish. It was tough. I mean, those were some hard-earned fish right there.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. And the thing that I want to point out was you were running the boat, and Anthony was standing behind you, and you would point. You had your bow in a rest, and you would point, and Anthony was still looking for the fish. So that's a little bit about how this whole expedition went. Sorry, Anthony.
I hear you, JR.
Sorry, Anthony.
Oh, it takes a good set of eyes. You want to have your contacts in if you need them when you do this.
You sure do. I personally want to thank y'all for taking us out.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
I had a fantastic.
I enjoyed it.
And you guys want to go bow fishing, look them up, Bandit Bowfishing. They're on Facebook. We're here on Pickwick Lake, and they also hunt on Kentucky Lake, the Tennessee River. Look these guys up, give them a holler on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank y'all very much. We're going to call it a wrap. We're going to go get some breakfast and go get some sleep.
All right, folks, it's time for this week's Wild Game Forecast. It's being sponsored by our friends over at Wilson Bank and Trust. You guys can stop in and see them at one of 29 Middle Tennessee locations. Let them take care of all your banking and financial needs, and be sure to tell them thank you for everything they do for us here at the show. All right, well, looks like things are going to settle down a little bit, Dayton. We're fixing to calm down a little. Some warmer weather moving in here on us.
Yep.
But it's a good time of year for a couple of things right now we've been talking about tonight. One of those is your topwater fishermen.
Yep.
Early in the morning, late in the evening, it's a great time to be topwater
Yep.
fishing. And also, if you want to get out there in these river channels and get after some of these big strike, it's starting to get time for that.
I mean, everything's starting to flow. Minnows are coming up, so they're going to be in the jumps in the evenings, hybrid and stripe. Smallmouth and largemouth in the jumps at Dale Hollow right now.
Yeah.
Catch them on topwater, spook, stuff like that. Big rockfish will be biting on your rivers like
and
on
you know,
Hickory Lake.
speaking of spooks, one of the best ways or funnest ways you can go and catch those rockfish is on a spook in the early morning or something. You know how it is, JR. You
sure
big
do.
time, you catch a lot of white bass and stripe too.
You sure do.
But when they get up there and start hitting those topwater baits, that's a lot of fun. You catch a 20-pounder on the
up there
topwater.
sauger fishing earlier in the year, up Cordell, and the lower end of them tributaries. When them skipjacks start coming in, man, they get out there at the end of them wing walls, and there's some monsters out there hitting them skipjacks.
Eating them up.
Nothing no better than for them to start busting the baits.
That's right.
It's on top water to them.
It's not. Well, guys, we want to remind y'all to follow us on Facebook. Keep up with us there. You'll find out what we decide to do this weekend. You can also find us at swwtv.com. Find all of our past episodes there. We'll be right back here in just a minute with this week's Pictures of the Week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.